And we should be on. Hello everyone.
Hi guys.
So this week's Snooty Usher quiz will be presented by myself and Anna. As you can see on the screen in front of you, it is the wife edition of the quiz. Any reason for the wife edition?
I couldn't answer any of the questions last week, so I decided we could collaborate and create a quiz that I would have had some sort of chance of getting any answers right.
That's fine. So we've got a Google sheet which we've sorted, put the answers in and double checked, so hopefully there's no errors. Not that there was any errors last week, was there?
No.
None whatsoever. Do you want to run through how to use the answer sheet?
Yeah, so you just click on the link underneath the video and it'll take you to Google Forms where you put your team name in. Now when you put the answers in, they have to be in lowercase. If they are not in lowercase, then unfortunately it will be marked wrong and you do have to get the spelling correct. As an English teacher, it just wasn't in me to be able to award marks for incorrect spelling. But in saying that, the answers shouldn't be that difficult to spell.
No, we've made them sort of easy-ish.
Well, to be fair, my level of like film taste is not going to be like
it's a bit different, a bit different than classic films and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll wait a few more minutes. See people in the chat already. Yeah. There's Chris Taylor. Mon the Heed was here last week. Not quite sure who Mon the Heed is, but he was banging on about Cannes last week.
Cannes, like the film festival, or okay.
Cannes.
Okay.
Not the film festival. I don't think Mon the Heed is a film festival type of guy.
Well, you never know. Don't judge a book by its nickname.
So once again, sensible team names. Chris Taylor, I feel like you're back with Aloha Snack Bar.
I like how you just said sensible team names and
then
but that accepted Aloha Snack Bar.
That was their team name last week. Aloha Snack Bar. Came first last week actually, along with The Secret Lies with Charlotte, which was a fellow Snooty Usher, Dave's team.
Do you know any background with the name?
No, I forgot to ask.
Alright.
The film festival. Yeah, you've been called out there.
Well, I haven't been called out.
Cannes.
Is a film festival?
It is, alright. So, shall we crack on with round one?
No. If anyone was like me last week, I created my Zoom party at 8 and then you started at 8 and I was panicked.
That's David Kelly's team name.
Left side, wrong side, yeah.
Left side, wrong side.
Okay.
Nothing to do. Someone the heed, what is your identity? Take the steak. Oh, thank you. Had a shave and I cut my hair. It's not too bad, is it?
The most stressful 2 hours of my
Can't see
entire
with the
life.
headphones, but we talk about Anna because Anna does look fresh.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's not me saying it. It's Ted. As far as I'm aware, it's Ted anyway. I think Ted and Anna are on a team.
Not me.
No. Bins.
Which doesn't necessarily clarify any issues.
No, it doesn't. Thank you, Dave. Well, I've dropped the blazer for a wife this week, so swapped you.
Okay.
You make us look better anyway.
Okay.
I think.
I don't think I can handle this cheesiness if it goes on.
I've got a few more. Oh, there's 12 people in. I wonder if Elaine Robson's around. Although it's on a telly, so she won't be able to chat. You know, my mum's a Snooty Ushers #1 fan.
Really?
Yeah. Which is known as.
That's cute.
So she comments on everything.
Oh, fab. Excellent.
Yeah, and she always wants us to do a Clint Eastwood round.
I would get no answers.
No, well, that's what I said. It's meant
Oh,
to be family
none.
friendly, this one. Where's the hot one with the beard? As far as I'm aware, he's going to be back next week. The Buffin quiz is next week.
The boffin.
Yeah. The movie buff quiz.
I am not a boffin nor a movie buff.
Neither am I.
Don't say that. You keep up your
I'm not-
reputation.
If you listen to the conversations me, Dave and James have, I know nothing about films from 50 years ago.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh, it's Ted and Sophie are playing. The other two are out on the Essential Food Collection.
Ooh.
I hope you're staying safe.
2 meters distance, washing your hands.
There was not a 2 metre distance in that premiere today. It's terrible.
Well, don't tell me that. It'll make me panic.
You think now?
Yeah, give it more 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah, 8 is a reasonable time to start.
So yeah, once again with the Google form, it should be in the description on this video. You stick a team name in. We'll put a little highlight at the top of every round saying lowercase only.
Sorry.
Lowercase only, and everything must be spelled correctly. So have a spell checker somewhere. Liam Halliday, Boss Eye Bandits coming for the win.
Nice.
There's a bit of competition here. Good. Jack Robson, your wife is so emo. How's that make you feel?
I feel targeted.
You used to be.
Don't bring up my
I
past.
feel there's a little emo in everyone though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I realise how old you are.
It was like a decade ago. More. No. Yeah, more.
Maths.
Maths.
English teacher.
Quick maths.
Italian restaurant takeout is essential.
Well,
Is
we-
Italian restaurant takeaway essential?
Well, we've just had an Indian.
Yeah, we just had an Indians to be fair,
Takeaway.
so yeah, that's super essential, Ted. Very essential. How big are everyone's teams anyway? Has everyone got big teams? Anyone flying solo? I know Liam said he might be flying solo. I'm not sure though.
I've got that Jason Derulo song in my head, but I don't quite know how
sing
it goes.
I don't like Jason Derulo.
Well,
Oh, 16 people in now. Hello.
solo.
It's good job we didn't start.
solo.
Oh, dropped to 15. Should never pointed out.
Well,
Oh, Bobby's back in the game. I take it you're going to be spelling this week though, Liam? Because it has to be, as I've reiterated, it has to be bang on.
lowercase.
Because if you look at the Google Forms, it asks for an answer, and sadly, you can't sort of put every version.
Combination, we tried, and it was, and I got easily frustrated, so I was just like, nope.
I'd have to plan for next month if that was the case. It's good to see everyone in the chat's active though. Chris, Jack, who's on your team? Is it a big one this week? Hopefully the brains behind the operation is there. Paul.
Don't know if this quiz is gonna require a lot of brain.
Oh no, Rob's spelling again. Keep on writing, Liam, please.
You're setting like high expectations for spellings, but they really should be.
You never know. I went through some of them answers last week.
I am well aware of how things can be spelled and misspelled.
Ready to take the crown this week.
Ooh,
fight and talk.
Fight and talk.
Left side, wrong side will probably have some words for that. Oh, Chloe's here.
Chole, sorry.
Chole, sorry. Chole.
Chole.
I think we'll start 10 past.
Yeah. I feel like 10 past is a nice time to start.
10-minute warm up.
Just so everyone can create their Zoom parties, unlike me last week when I was like frantically eating.
I usually struggle most with the team name.
I always go for Team.
Or HelloFresh.
Apparently so, yes, HelloFresh. There was a brief time where my team name was Fat Kids Are Harder to Kidnap, but it was deemed inappropriate, so I had to stop.
By who?
Many quizmasters, if I'm honest.
Quizmaster. Okay, right, so we'll move into round 1. A round close to many people's hearts. And that is Disney. So we've got 10 questions on Disney. There's nothing specific in this round, is there? It's not really based on any certain film. It's just Disney. So we'll go on to question 1.
Yeah, I imagine you'll get a hint of what the kind of taste of my films is very quickly. So the first question is, who is the only Disney princess who isn't actually royalty? Okay? So who is the only Disney princess who isn't actually royalty or arguably a noble?
When it comes to Disney questions, I'm rubbish on the princess stuff.
Well, I'm not really shocked at that.
Give me the Marvel side of Disney and I'll be alright.
See, there's so much of my childhood it was just watching Disney princess films.
Did you know the answer to this?
Yes, only because I've watched it recently. Now that we've got Disney Plus, going through all the older films. All right, shall we?
Yep.
Move on to
question 2.
Question 2. Right. Okay. So question 2 is, who was the only Disney princess to have a tattoo, or at least a visible one? Who knows what kind of tramp stamp?
Yeah.
Certain
kind of tramp
certain characters could have.
Cinderella.
So who was the only Disney princess to have a tattoo? Do you have any tattoos? I know the answer, I'm just asking for chat.
That's a question next week, so I can't tell you. But no, I don't.
Did you ever consider getting a tattoo?
You know why I can't get one.
Well, you could get a red tattoo.
Well,
just because you're allergic to black dye.
What can I get? What red tattoos can I get?
A dragon.
With no outline. It's gonna be terrible.
A purple outline. You could get one of those UV ones where it only comes up in like certain lights.
True. Alright, okay. Do you want to do that?
I don't want to get.
No?
I've never said I want a tattoo.
Yeah.
Knowing me, I'd probably get it and it was like immediately become infected because I've got the worst immune system known to man.
That's true.
Which is why I'm like refusing to leave outside. I mean, yeah, refusing to go outside, refusing to leave the indoors.
So number 2 was, who was the only Disney princess to have a tattoo?
A visible tattoo.
Question 3.
So who was the only Disney main character who didn't talk throughout the entire film? Okay, so who was the only Disney main character who didn't talk throughout the entire film?
Also don't know this one. I wrote the answers with you, but I've kind of forgot what they are.
Don't know Disney.
It's not my job to know, really, though, is it?
Well, it is your job to know.
It's your job to know. It's
How's
life
it?
edition.
Well, okay, I'll accept that. So are you saying that? Are you going to try and say all of these rounds, apart from obviously round 2? Thank you, Dave and Kelly. Were all kind of my responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay. So if anything goes wrong with
Maybe
the answers,
round 5.
Round 5.
Round 5's mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anything that goes wrong with the answers, it's directly down to me then.
I would take the blame for you. It's fine.
Okay. That's how our relationship works.
So, question 4.
So in Pinocchio, he and his father are consumed by a massive blue whale. What was its name?
I found that part of the film dead scary.
The entire prospect of Pinocchio is terrifying. When the naughty kids are like forcibly transformed into donkeys, like
It's pretty
nightmarish. It's absolutely terrible. I honestly was scared. Like,
just wait for that.
Not just like scared to watch, but like it stuck with me that moment.
Just wait for that live action remake.
That no. I know Hercules is getting a live action remake.
Yeah.
So in Pinocchio, he and his father are eaten by a massive blue whale. What was the blue whale's name? Question 4.
So we've got 5.
Yes. Okay, so in the movie The Sleeping Beauty, there were 3 good fairies. You have Flora, Fauna, and a 3rd fairy. So what is the name of the 3rd fairy? I do believe they reused the names in Maleficent as well.
Did they?
So yeah, because obviously,
of course,
because it's the same story essentially. So even if you haven't watched The Sleeping Beauty, which is I know one of the real old ones, Snow White was the first, but Sleeping Beauty was way back when. So think about Maleficent if you need to. Have you seen?
Not the second one.
The second one's insane.
No. Insane, bad or good?
Well, it's good. It's all right, but it's like about genocide. It's as much as it's like maybe a 12 or could be even a PG. So much death. Just because they burst into like sparkles doesn't mean like it's not grim.
Yeah, they're actually dying.
Yeah, and like in such horrible ways. So number 5. In the movie The Sleeping Beauty, there were 3 good fairies: Flora, Fauna, and blank. So what is the 3rd fairy's name?
So we'll go to question 6. For question 5, in the movie Sleeping Beauty, there were 3 good fairies: Flora, Fauna, and blank. Question 6.
Okay, so how many daughters does King Triton have in The Little Mermaid? Am I saying his name right?
I have no idea.
Because I always want to say Triton, but that really doesn't sound right.
I'm going to probably drop myself in it now and say I've watched 50% of The Little Mermaid.
What?
once.
Why?
It's just not my film, is it?
Is this going to be another Beauty and the Beast scenario?
It's another Beauty and the Beast, another Catherine Hepburn.
Catherine Hepburn?
I'm not going to get into it. It's torturing us, this Catherine Hepburn thing. I like the prequels of Star Wars, so let's not get into The Little Mermaid and why I haven't seen it. I will watch it at some point.
Well, we'll watch it. We've got Disney Plus. We can watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's actually a really good film. Like, no joke. But the original story's even better. It's really grim. Do you know the actual ending of Little Mermaid?
No, I haven't seen. Does she get legs? Is that right?
So what happens?
Spoilers, by the way.
Well, this is not in the Disney film, but in the original like fairy tale, so she gives up everything for the prince, and then the prince actually falls in love with another woman and marries her, and the Little Mermaid gets her legs back, but every like step she takes, like walking on glass, so then she commits suicide.
Oh, wow.
Which turns into sea foam.
Well, I'm glad I didn't put that in the film.
For this, you can either write the number or the word.
We've got you covered on these ones when it's number and word.
But it still has to be spelled correctly. So 6 is, how many daughters does King Triton have in The Little Mermaid?
Liam, spoiler alert. It's because Liam spoils every film ever.
Alright.
So.
But that's not the end of The Little Mermaid, it's the ending of the fairy tale.
Question 7.
One of my personal favourite questions. I've watched all of the High School Musical films again. And we're currently watching the High School Musical, the series. It's awesome.
Very good.
So what school did the characters of High School Musical attend?
I don't know if you know this, but Dave will get this straight away.
Does he watch High School Musical, the series?
I just love Zac Efron.
That's fine. I love Zac Efron.
But you mean you had framed pictures of Zac Efron around the house, like no joke.
Or like how we've got framed pictures of bloody Nicolas Cage.
I don't have it. No, I don't. Not that you've seen anyway. Yeah, but it was funny when I went around Dave's. You had like it was a topless Zac Efron just in a picture frame.
And it's Dave's, not Kelly's.
I'm sure that can be clarified in the chat.
So question 7.
What?
What school did the characters of High School Musical attend?
Shut this stream down. Sequels I don't think were as good though.
I mean
2 and 3.
2 where they go off to that weird holiday resort was a bit grim. But like 3 was alright.
Say Kelly, clarifying, it was Dave's. And no, Liam, I'm afraid the answer won't be Lord Lawson, but you can see if you get any points for that. So, question 8.
So, question 8. In The Incredibles, what did Syndrome call his superhero persona before he debuted himself as a villain?
I think that's debuted.
Debuted. That's fine. I cannot pronounce anything. It's great when I'm teaching the kids. I always pronounce
I think it's debuted anyway. I could be wrong.
It sounds like it could be debuted. So, before Syndrome was a villain, he had another persona, a superhero persona. What was the name of that persona? See, if you have just avoided the word there.
You have actually. We could have just changed that question altogether.
I
can
can't
actually change it on the fly here. Just delete that word.
I can handle it.
There we go. Gone.
It's just embarrassing now.
Right. So next question.
I'm not going to make me read it out again.
You just did, in a different way.
Okay. 9. What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis in the Toy Story films?
I used to have a toy of this when I was younger.
I have to admit, I know that like everyone, Toy Story films are like, people are obsessive about them, but I've always found like they're all right, but I know, I just could never get away with it. I was too scared of the first one.
Oh, of Sid.
I was terrified. Yeah. And then I think because it was so scary, it just put me off. And I get scared now. I get scared of, like, we watched Jurassic Park the other day, and I've seen Jurassic Park about 4 times.
You did jump.
And I just jumped at every single Velociraptor moment.
I think the biggest jump is when Laura Dern turns the power back on.
Yeah.
And then the raptor appears behind her in the cables.
I knew it was coming as well.
Jumped off the settee.
I also screamed. So 9. What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis in the Toy Story films?
Liam, man. The spoilers. Right, question 10 and the last of the Disney round.
This is one of my all-time favourite films. So in Monsters, Inc., what is the 4-digit code for the White Sock incident which calls in the CDA? So, the CDE, the Child Detection Agency. So, in Monsters Inc., what is the 4-digit code that they shout for the white sock incident? Liam, yeah. That is definitely the right answer. 6
Put it. Get it wrote down. Just spell it right.
There's so many good moments. I quote Monsters Inc. all the time to kids. Do you know when she's like, always watching?
Always watching.
I do it all the time. They get really annoyed.
You scream this code at them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put that kid back where it came by. Oh, so help me. So help me. So help me.
So that's question 10.
Yeah, so it's the last question of round 1.
In Monsters Inc., what is the 4-digit code for the white sock incident which calls in the CDA?
Yeah, and yes, it is an energy drink. You could probably tell by my manic energy. I've had so much caffeine today.
So we'll give you a few minutes to look back on your answers. And here's a preview of the next round. This round was kindly donated by Kelly, who is Dave's better half, I would say.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were going to struggle with like the relationship status there.
No, I don't usually struggle with relationship statuses.
Dave's current wife?
Current wife.
Dave's current girlfriend?
Wife. So, I think it's all just 90s family films.
Mm.
I read through a lot of them, and some of the films I hadn't actually seen.
Oh yeah, definitely. As much as I'm a 90s child, there's some... My 90s was Disney. Very much Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Nickelodeon. But there's not a Nickelodeon.
So I'll be reading this round out. Hopefully Kelly's forgot all the answers.
Kelly has assured me that the rest of her team is going to be answering for her and Dave, so all in the name of fairness.
Like, it's Dave's brother's going to be answering, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura, I think Dave said. Chloe is still currently with Dan, and yep, Kelly is current wife.
Yeah, at our wedding, during Richard's speech,
I had a few drinks at this point.
bearing in mind best man is Dan, maid of honour was Chloe, he introduced Chloe as Dan's current girlfriend.
All part of the speech. It was just a little
completely
joke,
planned.
little joke I wrote in, actually.
Chloe was insulted and offended, and I don't think she's let it go.
Clearly not.
It's clearly not.
The comment in chat there. Right, so I hope you've caught on round 1. We shall move into round 2, which is 90s family films. So question 1. Speaking of Jurassic Park, actually,
Yes.
what are the names of Richard Hammond's grandchildren who get lost with Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic Park?
They are some of the most annoying children in
watching that film
TV
back
and film.
last week was a bit like, you just wouldn't do that, would you?
No, I think the only other children that have annoyed me on that level is if anyone's watched Lock and Key, the youngest child in Lock and Key, he just needs to die. It just needs to pick up a key and they kill him.
That's true. Yeah, it
Like-
picks up the keys for no reason.
Or get gravely injured and learn a lesson.
True.
Stop being so reckless.
So, question 1. What are the names of Richard Hammond's grandchildren who get lost with Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic Park? Hoping the audio and stuff's alright. I've had no complaints yet, so
How's your head?
how's my head?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Okay.
Why?
Nothing.
What's wrong with my head? I don't get it. Is that something I should get?
Yeah.
Oh no. So, question 2. How many years does Alan Parrish spend trapped in the game Jumanji? Now there'll be a multiple choice on the answer sheet, so just click one of them and on to the next one. So is A 24, B, 25, or C, 26?
I can't really remember Jumanji, like the original. I've got like snippets.
I know about the board game, and that's about it.
Like I remember I'm like, now what year is it?
Yeah.
And then
I know animals get loose, and that's about
I know, I can't remember which. Is there a spider? Is there giant spiders, or I made that up?
No, I think you're thinking of another giant spider film.
Eight-legged queen.
Yeah, probably. So, how many years does Alan Parrish spend trapped in the game Jumanji? 24, 25, or 26?
Chloe. God, how's your head?
It's gone now in my head, I've got no idea. How's your head?
Yeah.
That's going to click later on or something. It's going to oh, I've got it.
It's a RuPaul reference.
Oh, right. Let's see. I still don't know which queen you're talking about.
Pearl.
Right, so question 3.
Oh no, Miss Fame.
It's Drag Race, bitch. Come on. What is the name of the dolphin mascot that gets kidnapped in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? Is it A, Snowball, B, Snowflake, or C, Snowdrop? Also something I didn't know.
I know that obviously Ace Ventura: Pet Detective is the first film, but I only ever remember When Nature Calls.
Yeah, with the asparagus in the mouth. And is that one?
What?
When Nature Calls, he puts like the vegetables in his mouth and he pretends he's like it.
Oh, in the I don't know.
Yeah.
I just remember the arrows would go through his leg and the bat.
Sweet Corona cut, see? I'm getting complimented on it.
It's tiny.
Next time what you hair. Jack is.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were referencing the beer.
Yeah, because I also took a swig of tiny Coronita.
It was honestly the most stressful time. So I quit it halfway, and then I was like, nah, I can't do any more. I can't. And he's like, you are not leaving me like
it like
this.
like a mad scientist. So, what is the name of the dolphin mascot that gets kidnapped in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? A, Snowball, B, Snowflake, or C, Snowdrop? Question 4. Who voices the evil entity Hexus in Fern Gully: The Last Rainforest? Fern Gully, another film I probably haven't seen.
It's so good. That is one I as much as. Is it Disney?
I have no idea.
I don't know if it's Disney, but it's also a good one.
Is that one I
Have
should
you
have
not?
watched?
Yeah. So Robin Williams. Is that his name?
Yeah.
He is it him? I'm sure he voices a bat, and he does the batty rap. But I don't know whether it's in this one, in a Fern Gully: The Last Rainforest, or the second one.
I'm sure Kelly's going to pull up any second now. This was a question. Just getting you correct.
The batty rap is awesome. Because he's like, I think it's the second one. Because he's a bat that's been experimented on, and then like, it makes him crazy.
Experimented on?
Yeah, because it's all about like, animal cruelty. The second one, like freeing the animals from like this. Anyways,
No, I've seen it.
it's good.
So, question 4. Who voices the evil entity Hexus in Fern Gully: The Last Rainforest? So, we'll go to question 5. Which actor, who was a favourite of Quentin Tarantino, appears as Jesse's foster dad in Free Willy? God, Free Willy's a film I haven't watched in years.
Did you ever watch the one with the seal?
I watched... No.
It's just like the rescue is seal.
Along with the killer whale, though.
No, this is. I think it's a separate film.
Just Free Willy about a seal.
No, Free Will's about a killer whale.
Then what's the seal you're talking about?
It's like the same. Do you know when like there's similar films out at the same time? So
Oh,
like
right,
obviously
yeah.
the
So it's
rescue
not
the
the-
killer whale.
Yeah.
There's another one where it's like the rescue seal and they're like dressed up in sunglasses back. I can't remember. Did you ever watch that?
No.
I'm not making it up. It's a real thing.
I believe you. Question 5. Which actor, who was the favourite of Quentin Tarantino, appears as Jesse's foster dad in Free Willy? That's a deep cut, that though. It's not bad if you know who Quentin Tarantino likes. Right, question 6. The Sanderson sisters are the witches in Hocus Pocus. They are Winifred, Sarah, and who?
Ooh.
So we're looking for a third name there. Is it bad that I've like not seen Hocus Pocus either?
That is bad. There's no excuse. You've not seen Hocus Pocus.
I know it's more like 3 witches and they've got mad wigs on, haven't they? One's got like a big ginger wig.
It's like the Book of the Dead.
Ah, no. You've lost us there.
Like Billy the Zombie.
No.
And it's like they have to... I'm sure they have to sacrifice a virgin.
In Hocus Pocus?
I think so, you know.
Is it a 90s family film?
I know, but I'm pretty sure they have to sacrifice a virgin.
Not many family films I've watched that involve sacrifice.
It's definitely sacrifice, but I don't know whether I'm making up the virgin part. It was a different time in the 90s.
It seems like it.
Different
in your
time.
head, it was a different time. So, question 6. The Sanderson sisters are the witches. Oh, Liam's got your back. Yeah. Sanderson sisters are witches in Hocus Pocus. They are Winifred, Sarah, and who? I believe Liam on things now, so if he says it's an out of 10 movie, I'm inclined to believe him.
It's a really... Would you not believe me? Yeah?
The virgin part is true. Whoa! Right? Okay! It just sounded mad.
For a kid's film.
It's a 90s family film. Yeah, because Liam, I intend to believe Liam because he told us Days Gone was good and I played it. And
no, you've played it. And then you've played it.
Yeah.
And you've played it. And you've played it again.
That's true. It's a good time. So, question 7. In the film Rookie of the Year, which of the American Pie Boys stars as a young baseball fan who breaks his arm catching a fly ball? Is it A. Jim, B. Kevin, C. Finch, D. Stifler, or E. Oz? I can actually picture all of these people now, but not as kids. And I've never seen Rookie of the Year. It's probably about baseball.
So I can picture
Jim.
Jim.
A baseball fan, yeah.
Jim's the main guy, isn't he?
Yeah, Stifler's the one everyone seems to like.
Yeah, Oz is like the athletic guy. No?
I can't remember any of the other ones really. Finch, I know, is
which is the weird one that goes after Stifler's mom.
Finch. Yeah.
And is Kevin
the one that like Tara Reid or something? Was it Tara Reid that was in that film?
Oh, I can't think.
Maybe. This is our film knowledge. It's absolutely rubbish. Like, go anywhere past, I don't know, 2000 and my film knowledge just drops off a cliff.
Yeah.
Not a good look. So that's in the film Rookie of the Year. Which of the American Pie Boys stars as a young baseball fan who breaks his arm catching a fly ball? And you'll have the answers on your sheet.
Multiple choice.
Alright, Ted. Okay. Number 8. Amy March, Judy Shepherd, and Christy Fimple are all characters played by which actress? I'm really bad at these 3-for-1s as well because I don't really remember character names.
Yeah.
As much as I do the actress. So, Amy March, Judy Shepherd, and Christy Fimple are all characters played by which actress? I wonder if Mon the Heed, who's he telling the crack on? Go at your own pace. It was a long question, that last one as well. Dave, I think we've established I know 0 actresses. Not even Oscar winning ones. So we'll go to question 9, which is, In the 1994 Robin Williams film Jack, which famous pop star plays Jack's teacher?
I don't think I've seen that.
I haven't seen Jack either.
I remember Fullaby.
This round was an eye-opener when Kelly sent it. I was like, wow, I've learned so much.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, apparently Ferngully
Ferngully.
did the bat rap.
The bat rap. Throw it.
Jack's the one where...
Patch Adams?
Oh, yes, but there was another one like Toys or something as well. I was in a film about toys.
I don't know.
Wore a red bowler hat. Number 9. In the 1994 Robin Williams film Jack, which famous pop star plays Jack's teacher? I guess you just pick someone that was popular in 94 if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And question 10. In which Muppets film did the stars of the classic 90s teen drama Dawson's Creek appear? Absolutely butchered that sentence there. Number 10. In which Muppet film did the stars of the classic 90s teen drama Dawson's Creek appear? That was a bit better. Actually said more than 3 words there. Dawson's Creek, a show I haven't watched.
I haven't. Surprisingly, I haven't. I feel like it's a show that would definitely be up my street. Along with like Gilmore Girls type things, but no, I've not watched it. My mum watched it. I've probably got like weird...
You'll know the theme tune.
No theme tune or...
So, one more time, that is, in which Muppet film did the stars of the classic 90s teen drama Dawson's Creek appear? I don't even know how many Muppets films there's been.
I haven't got a clue. I just know of A Muppet's Christmas Carol, and that's because I teach a Christmas Carol.
I haven't seen that. It's that bad.
People really like it, but the Jim Carrey, do you know the Disney one?
The animated one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for that one. And this one with...
I remember that one well.
There's no other one that's good as well, but the Disney one's the best one, in my opinion.
So that is round 2, 90s family films. Thank you, Kelly, for sending that round over. I hope it wasn't too difficult for everyone. Because as you've realised, me and Anna have seen maybe 2 of them films. So we'll just scored a solid 2 out of 10 on that round.
Not all of our questions are super easy.
No.
But a lot of them, like, it's based on questions I could answer or guess.
And for next time, Kelly's got like 2 more cracking rounds as well.
Yeah.
So round 3 is going to be the picture round.
So these pictures are obviously stills from films, but the theme recurring throughout all of the films is that it's like family films, kids films, animated films. So hopefully, if there's any children watching, they can maybe help out here.
Give you a hand. They might notice a still. Tried to cleverly cut some pictures down to catch us all out.
See, I find these ones easy, but obviously it's because it's films that
you like.
That I like.
I'll give you a few more minutes to go back over that round. Check a few settings here, make sure everything's okay. Cora is ready and waiting.
Yeah.
Did Cora contribute to the Disney round? Any? Everything's still working okay. Right. So, on to picture 1 of the picture round.
So for this, you have to write down the title of the film.
Yeah.
I didn't watch this film when I was a child. I only watched it a few years ago.
I'm just going to keep your mouth shut.
You've not watched this film? Are you being
I actually
serious?
can't.
How can you be part of this and not seen this film? That's bad. That's really bad. I don't know who I've married.
Is it on Disney Plus? No. If it's
Do you
on
know, it might be. It might be. I don't know. It might be. I think it is. If not, it's definitely on Netflix.
we'll
It's on
watch
one
it
of
then.
them.
We'll
Yeah,
watch it.
we will. We definitely will.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
It's an amazing
Chris
film.
has never seen it. There we go. Someone on my team.
How dare you? Do you want to go on to the next one?
Yep. So, number 2. Not much to say about that, really.
No, there's not really.
No. Yeah, there's... Never seen it.
You've not seen this one either?
No. I've seen other iterations of it, but not this one.
Okay.
Question 3.
My favourite film. Or at least one of them. I force you to watch this one.
Yeah. I can't actually remember it that well though.
Well, we'll have to watch it again.
I've got plenty of time.
We do. We definitely have plenty of
anything
time.
else? Eat, sleep, nap, repeat.
Don't I know it. Respond to emails.
So that is picture 3. If everyone hasn't got that. Picture 4. A lovely scene
Lovely scene.
from a very good film.
From a very, very, very good film. Yep, it's definitely The Exorcist.
Yep, that is The Exorcist. Please don't put The Exorcist down if that's
Or
what-
do.
Or do if you want. You don't get any bonus points. The Exorcist. Spoilers. It's set on a busy street.
It is.
So,
Oh, Rob. Top 3
so
films
the
ever.
Rob might know what it is. I don't think Rob's seen The Exorcist.
That, really?
I don't know. Number 5.
This is arguably one of my top 3 films ever, and I force the kids to watch it year after year, just to make sure that
So it's a
getting
film
spread.
that's part of the English curriculum.
It is not. It is not.
Is that one of them off days where you're just watching a film today?
Yeah. Usually, like, just before half term.
I haven't seen Exorcist.
I haven't seen it either, mine. It's one of the films I said I wanted to see.
Okay, we'll watch Princess Bride and Exorcist.
Okay.
So that was number 5. Number 6. Number 6. What else did I say I would watch?
Oh dear me.
That was total slip of the tongue. Just give away the Exorcist answer.
Oh. It's easy done.
Yeah.
Although I thought it would be me, not you.
And when Kuma did it on this, I was like, whoa. Good. So this is number 6. Probably one of my favourite films. Animated films anyway.
It is a good one.
You looking for hints?
No, I was just checking. It's one of the ones I've got on the wall.
So that's number 6. Number 7.
This was like surprisingly good. I thought it was going to be rubbish, this film, but lived up to the hype.
Oh, Richard's joined. We're currently doing a picture round based on family films, animated films, kids films.
Yeah.
all around that area. And currently, as you can see on picture 7.
Yes, this is round 3. Question 7.
So you can try and just guess the first 2 rounds if you want.
Mm-hmm.
So at number 7, we'll go to number 8. Here is your film still for number 8.
So remember, you're just writing down the title of the film, lowercase, and it must be spelled correctly.
Yeah, I forgot we're going to keep reiterating that.
I mean, it is at the top of each round,
Yeah.
just in case anyone
Scroll
forgets.
past it.
Yeah.
Sadly, Richard, Amy missed the Disney round. Probably would have aced it. So, that was number 8. I hope there's enough information on there for you to get the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9.
I don't make the kids watch this one because I think it's too scary.
I have no idea what it is.
Have you seen this one? You have. You actually don't know what it is. Can you not remember what it is?
I can't remember, but I haven't seen it. No. I feel like I'm disappointing you more than Dave, yeah?
Well, it's because every time we watch a film, and this is like no joke, I hate horror films. I am rubbish at them. I get scared of Jurassic Park. Every time we watch a film, it's always a horror film because Richard refuses to watch anything else. And I'm just really shocked that all of these amazing films that are my favourites, that I've never had a chance to watch, and I have to watch crap horror films like Dark Encounter.
I told you, we're going to watch Exorcist.
It's still horror.
Right, number 10.
This is
Hey Rob, nice easy round for you, is it?
number 10.
Number 9, amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Based off a book. Not that you would know that because
No.
you've never seen it,
No,
but
never
it's
seen
based
it.
off a book.
This is number 10. Nice simple picture.
Yeah.
Cut out just enough information.
I'm the one that did the crops. I feel like this one might be a bit too easy.
Do you think?
Yeah. But then I felt if it was like any smaller, it might be too hard. So, get the balance right.
If you just cut it by
Yeah.
the tip of it.
Just the tip.
Right, and that is the picture round. So round 4 is going to be
Do you want to have a break?
B movies. Yeah, we'll take a couple of minutes if you want to
Yeah.
refill a drink, pop to the loo, so you don't miss anything.
Have some snacks.
So we'll take a quick 5-minute break. We'll go off screen. You can enjoy this nice graphic which Anna made, and we'll be back in 5. And we're back on. Well, we should be anyway. Yep, back on for B movies.
Oh, we're not going to run through each one.
Yeah, but before we get on with B movies, we'll run through the 10 pictures from round 3 again, in case any were missed. So we'll just do a quick run through.
I mean, that's not a film, but yeah.
No, that's not the film. That is the introduction page.
Mm-hmm. So that is picture 1 for round 3. Moving on to 2. Remember, lowercase spelled correctly.
Yep, so just double check, triple check your spelling with your group if you're unsure. Picture
My
3.
favourite film, which we'll watch again.
Yeah. So if you know Anna's favourite film, you've got this.
I've got lots of different favourite films, though. I do watch this regularly, though.
Why did Rob write Michael? Oh, it's for the one of the names and blank. Number 4.
One of Rob's top 3 films.
Yeah, if you're reading chat.
5. Film that's not in the English curriculum, but I still make the kids watch.
Oh no, Ted. Kicked you out of the quiz, sent you back to the start.
Oh no.
I mean, it's a good excuse if you got a rubbish score, so you've got an excuse anyway. So
7.
6, 7. It's so hard to control myself whenever the number 7 comes up.
7.
7.
Don't even watch Strictly.
No, I don't. I've heard that so much.
Acho.
Number 8. Is this high quality frame that we've got?
It's the film, it's not me.
It is the film, I know.
I always get vibes of Jurassic World, where like the guy's running with the margaritas.
Yeah.
From this.
Number 9. And finally, number 10.
So remember that was round 3.
Just doing a quick run through, just in case you missed any.
It was any was missed, because some fairly long titles, I guess. Right, moving on to round 4.
Ted and Sophie were on fire. Right, so round 4 is B movies. There's no particular. It's just sort of, what would you class a B movie as?
So a B movie is basically like a lower budget film, and it tends to be more campy than serious.
But these are all B movies that we think are good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any bad B movies in here, is there?
Well, not in my opinion.
No.
I love B movies. It's what I've like always gravitated towards.
Just want the first 2 questions. Right, so question 1.
So, what Disney character from B movie was cruelly tranquilized for illegally using honey? I mean,
this is a B movie.
It is. It's such an iconic film.
It is.
There's really not words to describe its grandeur. It's so amazing. So, question 1. What Disney character from B movie was cruelly tranquilized for illegally using honey?
I think that's a question for you from Dave there.
Oh yeah, I do probably know more about films than you. Well, don't know more about horror films.
I'll let you have this one. It's fine. It's fine. I'll let you have it. You'd probably beat me on the Monday night quiz. That would do.
I don't know anything about directors though. I just know like...
If you're good with multiple choice.
Actually, I'm not bad with multiple choice.
There was a Shakespeare round.
Oh, I've been good on that one. Whatever. Moving on to 2. So, what famous talk show host had a B version of himself in the B movie? Now, we've been kind here and we've given you the gender. So, what famous talk show host had a B version of himself in B movie?
Have a space on the podcast as well if you want to jump on that.
Richard, have you seen B movie?
Yeah, multiple times actually.
This is how, I mean, that's why it's so the film that it is. That's why it's so great.
I'm going to be bringing that to the podcast on Monday. B movie and The Exorcist.
Have you ever seen the video where it goes 50% faster every time they say B?
Yeah, I think Dan showed me that actually.
So, number 2, what famous talk show host had a B version of himself in the B movie?
Question 3.
Question 3. Boop. Okay, so they're not all going to be about the B movie.
They're not all about the B movie, Rob, don't worry. It's a bit of a bait and switch.
Yeah.
We're actually on the B movies now.
What kitchen utensil is famously thrown at screenings of the cult classic The Room? Now, this is not Room, where Brie Larson was trapped with Jacob Tremblay in a room.
Good knowledge there.
I do know some films.
Yeah.
But no, it's the cult classic. So what kitchen utensil is famously thrown at screenings of the cult classic The Room.
Some people might not even say this is a B movie.
What, a C movie?
I don't know. Paul, he thinks this is a blockbuster. He's got a special edition DVD and all sorts.
Amazing.
Yeah. And Jack might argue that this is a blockbuster as well. But they're wrong.
I would argue that B movie is a blockbuster, and yet it's in this category.
So that's question 3. I mean, what's the chances you could just guess that?
I mean, it's fair. There's a fair chance you can get. There's only so many kitchen utensils to go through. See, this is the quiz that I like. If I don't know the answer, I would like to have a chance of guessing.
Guess it. So, question 4.
Yes. Okay, so question 4. Which Oscar-winning director directed 1992's Dead Alive, or by its other name, Brain Dead? Now, I didn't actually know the answer to this question. However,
class bit of trivia.
I guess, yeah. You can whack that one out with parties.
Yeah.
So, question 4. Which Oscar...
What type of parties do you think I go to? Guess what? Come over here.
Got this piece of information. Which Oscar-winning director directed 1992's Dead Alive, a.k.a. Aka, Brain Dead?
Sure, watch this one.
No.
See where it all started.
No, thank you.
No. Have you seen clips of the film or pictures of the film?
No.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
You just go off the title. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Do you know what? I didn't judge much of it. Is it about zombies? Parasites.
Partially, yeah. Might like it.
Oh, is it where the things come into your mind and like the worms?
No.
What's that film I'm thinking
I
of?
have no idea.
Space worms. They come into your head and they take over and you're like,
I don't know.
okay, it's not.
Someone in Chatham though.
Probably not, from that description.
Question
number
5.
Right, okay.
Wasn't this one you were talking about, was it?
No.
No?
What name is given to the man eating worms in the 1990 film Tremors? One of Kevin Bacon's best films, if not the best film. So, what name is given to the man eating worms in the 1990 film Tremors?
The answer's not worms.
No, it's not man eating worms.
Just I'll just give you the answer in the question.
Eating.
That's a really good film though.
I've not seen the sequels.
I think they'll lose Kevin Bacon, so there's no need.
Well, how dare they? I always enjoy when he pops up for an AE advert.
Does it make you think of Tremors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, number 6. Eight-legged freaks. I hate spiders, but it is a classic. Now, I didn't know this until we were doing research on this film. So, which Avenger had an early appearance in 2002's Eight-legged freaks? Now, we will need the name of actor or actress. So, which Avenger had an early appearance in 2002's Eight-legged freaks?
Also now when I see spiders in the house, I just kind of shout, "Get back, you eight-legged freaks."
Get some perfume in the eye.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like that's the appropriate way to speak to a spider. Or you just shout my name.
Yeah, no, I normally squeal first. And then shout your name.
And release the spider.
What?
Release the spider. From
Kill the
small
spider.
coil.
Yes. Yes. Do you know where that's from?
No.
Shakespeare.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. Never seen him. Right, question 7.
Okay, a bit of a wordy one here. Before he directed Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn made his directorial debut.
Yep.
With which 2006 B movie about space worms? It's not Tremors.
Was this the film we were talking about?
No.
No?
No. I've seen this film. Have you seen this film?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't believe you So before he directed Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn made his directorial debut with which 2006 B movie about space worms?
Reading back the ones.
Is it The Invisible Man that Kevin's in?
No.
Is it Hollow Man?
Hollow Man.
But it is The Invisible Man though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically.
that is a really good film.
I'm not sure if he's hollow, because doesn't hollow mean like you can
Yeah.
go through them?
Yeah, I know he is actually invisible. He's not, but
he can be bumped into.
Well, he's not hollow.
I just don't think they were allowed the Invisible Man.
Yeah, because isn't that like?
It must be.
It must be some sort of like.
Universal
comic.
must have that somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. So question 8.
Yes. Which B movie from 1988 used the following famous quote? I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I just showed you that clip.
Yeah, I've never seen the film. But you knew.
Yeah. And you did laugh at the clip.
I did laugh at the clip.
It's a bit ridiculous.
It's also really like long fight scene. That's
a long,
very
awkward
realistic.
fight scene, yeah. I actually talked about this film on the podcast a couple of weeks back.
So, number 8. Which B movie from 1988 used the following famous quote? I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Rob's starting this Le Mans 24 thing.
Oh, is this Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah. Glad you're on that side of the argument. Dave would like that one. I assume he's guessed it right.
9?
Danny Trejo.
This was my question.
Yeah, this was Anna's question.
Danny Trejo, star of Machete, holds the title of having the most on-screen deaths. How many times has he died? Now, I wanted to just have an open question, but Rich has said that one's too hard. So you've got a multiple choice. Is it A, 55 times, B, 60 times, C, 65 times, or is it D even, not another C, D, 70 times?
I think all them numbers are too many times to die in films.
Not if you're Danny Trejo. Trejo? How do you say it? Trejo.
As far as I'm aware.
Oh, well. I would say Trejo, but I can't pronounce anything. So
is this just... It's not just in the Machete films, it's like...
No, it's through all of these films. He's the one, right now, who holds the title of having the most on-screen deaths. It only happened, like, a few months ago, because I remember popping up. So, Danny Trejo, star of Machete, holds the title of having the most on-screen deaths. How many times has he died? Click your answer. And then finally, number 10. Yeah, it had to be in there. So how many films are there in the Sharknado franchise? That
not 70.
Iconic, really, really high quality franchise.
Apparently they got a lot of films, so
they did.
Someone must have watched them.
Yeah, I mean we have watched at least 2.
I think Kelly really likes the Sharknado franchise as well.
See, I've always preferred sand sharks. However, Richard wouldn't let me have a question about them. But number 10, how many films are there in the Sharknado franchise? And that is the end of round 4. The next round is very much geared towards you, Richard.
Yeah, but it's also, a genre of excellent films.
Yes.
Over the years.
Well, I would say that's questionable. Very questionable.
So, yeah, round 5 is all about video game adaptations. So, films that are based on video games, on video game franchises.
Are you just checking an answer there?
Double checking, yeah.
Do you not trust my...
I do trust you.
Ability to count?
I was just curious about the answer because I forgot it.
It's on the screen.
Oh yes, yeah, you got the notes.
Were you like, this has been broadcast in a whole lot?
Because if this was a bit lower down, you'd see all the answers.
Well.
So just cut the screen to that. So if everyone's double checked round 4, we'll move on to round 5 and question 1. Dwayne Johnson starred in this 2018 movie adaptation inspired by which 1980s arcade game?
I struggled with this answer because he's been in so many. He's actually been in like a fair few adaptations.
Yeah, he has actually.
He has.
I think when he first started as well, he just sort of like picked any films to get started in the industry. I think one of my favourites is Tooth Fairy.
It's a good film.
Yeah.
I still love Skyscraper when he uses his prosthetic leg to get out of and duct tape to get out of more situations.
Yeah. Hey, handy man.
Don't knock it.
So, question 1. Dwayne Johnson starred in this 2018 movie adaptation inspired by which 1980s arcade game? I don't remember playing the game though. I'd always heard of the game, but I'd never actually
I'd be surprised if you ever actually played arcade games?
At the leisure centre we used to have The Simpsons on the arcade. Question 2. Which actor played the titular character in the 2008 action thriller movie Max Payne? Another fantastic film.
Is he the Punisher?
Max Payne?
Or is Max Payne just a separate person?
Max Payne's just a video game guy.
Okay. I've not seen these. Well, I've seen some of these films, but I've not seen.
Kelly,
I
love the Sharknado films until the last one. I really struggled to finish it. I'm surprised you got through the rest of them.
I thought
Never mind, to the last one in the franchise.
I know, I've
so
not
it actually
seen
ran through my head there. I was about to say it.
The other
80. So that's question 2. Which actor played the titular character in the 2008 action thriller movie Max Payne? And on to question 3. Which video game, first released in 1996, was later made into a movie of the same name starring Mila Jovovich in 2002?
That's fair. Alcohol.
Help you get through them. That's a canny marathon, that isn't it? You're trying to sit through all of them.
That. You've sat through and watching them back to back. That would be a commitment.
End one, start the next one. So, question 3. Which video game, first released in 1996, was later made into a movie of the same name starring Mila Jovovich in 2002? Liam, if you think that's right,
giving all the answers away.
You put that down. I wish you'd stop chatting.
I know.
So many answers.
Spoiling the quiz. Giving all these answers.
Remember that time Mila Jovovich played Mario?
I know. I mean, she's got the build for it.
Yeah, and the moustache. Question 4. Which actress played Lara Croft in the 2001 Tomb Raider movie? I'm surprised they never kept making them after.
With that actress.
After Cradle of Life as well. I kind of enjoyed them.
I mean, yeah, they were fine. They were actually good.
I think Daniel Craig played a villain in one of them.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was a villain.
Was he just a...
He maybe helped them?
Was he like a butler?
No, he wasn't a butler.
Daniel Craig wasn't it though?
Have you seen the most recent ones?
No.
They're all right. They are...
A bit more real.
They are, but you're you proper standard tick all the boxes action film.
So, question 4. Which actress played Lara Croft in the 2001 Tomb Raider movie? On to question 5. Who starred as Nintendo's famous plumber Mario in 1993's sci-fi take on Super Mario Brothers?
Liam's already given
given the answer away.
Mila Jovovich. Look, the butler in the freezer.
Yeah, that's all everyone done for some reason.
I was really scared of the pigs in the game.
I think so, but there's also dinosaurs in the game at some point.
There was bears as well, didn't I? Do you know how I scream at random stuff?
I feel like dinosaurs is a bit more out there than bears.
Well,
don't know how she ended up with dinosaurs, but the bears were always solid to take down. Oh man, I remember the bears. Dead scary. You only had 2 pistols to take them down.
Yeah, well,
Terrifying.
that, and I just, it was too scary for me.
So question 5. Who starred as Nintendo's famous plumber Mario in 1993's sci-fi take on Super Mario Brothers? Another blockbuster film, actually. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Right, question... Oh, hold on.
6.
Question 6. Which Peter lent his vocal talents to play a mighty eagle who sings his own theme song in the Angry Birds movie? I'll give you part of the answer here.
Yes, that is true.
With Peter.
Are you happy with classing Angry Birds as a video game?
It was the most popular mobile game, so yes.
I did play it, to be fair.
Mobile gamers are gamers too. Okay? Doesn't matter
Okay.
what you play on.
Okay.
You could be a hardcore gamer. PUBG's on mobile. Call of Duty's on
What was it Diablo? No, what got moved into like a big game franchise that moved into mobile gaming, and people were like so angry. They were like, "Is this an April Fool's joke?"
Yeah, Diablo, yeah.
Was it Diablo?
Yeah. Flappy Bird. So, which Peter lent his vocal talents to play a mighty eagle who sings his own theme song in the Angry Birds movie? Question 7. Which modern action hero starred in 2005's Doom as the lead character?
Doot. You recently played through the new Doom.
Yeah, it was good. First thing I did on lockdown.
Yes, it was actually.
I thought it would last more than a week, but
well,
sadly
you've went through
sadly
Doom,
when you're locked down, that's all you
Days
do.
Gone, Nier Automata.
Yep.
What else have you went through? Final Fantasy.
True.
Need to slow down. World War Z.
6 surname or full name. We
Either
did
or.
both, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're putting the answers both, so you can just put the surname in if you want.
Yeah.
So 7. Which modern action hero starred in 2005's Doom as the lead character?
Carl.
Right. Right, question 8. Which video game was adapted in 2010 with Jake Gyllenhaal as its leading character?
What a way to spell a surname.
Is it pronounced Gyllenhaal? It looks like it's pronounced Gyllenhaal.
No, it's Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Do you remember his famous sister who...
Maggie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who did she play?
In this film?
No, not in that film.
No.
In... I think it was one of Christopher Nolan's films.
No idea. Is it a quiz question?
It's Batman's.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, she was in one of them, wasn't she?
Forgot her name,
So,
didn't I?
8. Which video game was adapted in 2010 with Jake Gyllenhaal as its leading character? Number 9. Sean Bean played a troubled father in 2012's Silent Hill Revelation, but which of his Game of Thrones Scream kids also starred in the film? And just to reiterate, because we'll get a bit further down the answer page, just remember everything is in lowercase and everything must be spelled correctly.
Yes.
Full film title for number 8, the Jake Gyllenhaal one. Do put the answers.
Yeah. Yeah, either or.
Full film title. I think we did it.
It was either or.
Yeah. We covered a few bases on it. I think we did like 3 versions of it, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm not going to be more specific than
No.
But yeah, you can put the full film title or just the more recognisable snippet.
What you would see in a cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah. See if you're buying a ticket.
Yeah.
Did we put that answer in? Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
So Sean Bean played a troubled father in 2012's Silent Hill Revelation, but which of his Game of Thrones screen kids also starred in the film? Thumbs up.
Number 10.
Michael Fassbender played the lead role in 2016's Assassin's Creed. Which Best Actress Oscar winner starred opposite him? Another film not a lot of people liked.
Do you know what? I do like Assassin's Creed and I like Michael Fassbender, but it was a bad film.
It was. It looked expensive. It looked good. But it was a bad film.
It was a bad film. I think they tried to take it too seriously, which I know it's not like a jokey franchise, but like, by God, it's not what they made it out to be.
So number 10, Michael Fassbender played the lead role in 2016's Assassin's Creed. Which Best Actress Oscar winner starred opposite him?
Mm-hmm.
I'm never really good with Oscar winners and stuff.
No, I'm not. I'm better with just like who was in the film.
Yeah.
Mostly because we don't watch the Oscars.
I don't think she won an Oscar for this film though.
No, but she is a best.
Yeah.
No one won an Oscar for this film.
Sadly not.
But like, she has got an Oscar.
So that is question 10
of round 5.
of round 5, and that is the video game adaptation round. Well, that's scratched and noodle a little bit there.
So this is the final round, and what we've done here is find bad reviews for arguably good films. So we're going to read out the 1-star review, and you need to write down the film title as your answer again. It's going to be in lowercase and it has to be spelled correctly. There will be some hints in the reviews, but you're going to have to try and probably go with your gut for this one.
Yeah.
As they can be quite vague. Others more specific.
There's some very specific
There's
ones.
some very specific ones. But a little bit more challenging.
Got to give you points somewhere, haven't you?
What?
Got to give the points somewhere.
Yeah.
With some easy ones. Sprinkled in with some tough ones.
What?
Used to the old
Well, yeah.
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay.
I'm going to start round 6. This is the final round as well.
Yeah.
So afterwards, you should get a score if you filled everything incorrectly. And the app hasn't crashed like Ed's did. So we'll go into question 1 of round 6.
Yes. Okay, so I've had mosquito bites that were more passionate than this undead, unrequited and altogether unfun pseudo-romantic riff on Romeo and Juliet.
That's a mouthful.
It is, well, that's like all the shorter ones. So, 1-star review, write down the title. I've had mosquito bites that were more passionate than this undead, unrequited and altogether unfun pseudo-romantic riff on Romeo and Juliet.
Didn't actually know it was based on Romeo and Juliet.
Oh God, all romances are
I guess thinking about the
based
film
on
now,
it.
yeah, but
Most modern day romances are based in
on a
Romeo and
Shakespeare
Juliet.
or
Yeah.
a Shakespeare film.
Yeah, most heroes are Byronic heroes, which means like the broody sort, moody, passionate. Yeah.
So that's question 1
Yeah.
or review 1.
Moving on to the second question in this round. So, this film is full of repugnant junkies, so unpleasant that I was all hoping they'd all OD just so I could escape this torture test. I mean, this is quite a strong one.
It is. These are strong words.
Bold statement.
Don't know who wrote this, but...
No, but they have definite opinions. So, this film was full of repugnant junkies, so unpleasant that I was hoping they'd all OD just so I could escape this torture test.
Another film I watched years ago, but I don't think I felt like that about it. I kind of liked it.
Well, they are meant to be good films. Do you want to move on to 3?
Yes. Question 3.
If we go a bit too fast, we can go back over any if need be. I don't mean to be cynical, but isn't prison life supposed to be a little less nostalgic than this? So a few hints there.
Yeah, I guess with the going back over questions, we'll wait and chat for a bit and we can flick back to a screen, can't we? If anyone's unsure.
Yeah, well, maybe just round 6.
Yeah, round 6.
I don't mean to be cynical, but isn't prison life supposed to be a little less nostalgic than this? Sassy tone, that one.
It is. So we'll move on to number 4.
A chunk of elegant occultist claptrap, the devil, it seems, for all his supposed powers, can't break and enter without sounding like Laurel and Hardy trying to move a piano. So this person obviously has had issue with the soundtrack.
Yeah, of this, just sounds of the film. Yeah.
Very, very iconic occultist film. So a chunk of elegant occultist claptrap, the devil, it seems, for all his supposed powers, can't break and enter without sounding like Laurel and Hardy trying to move a piano.
That's quite a paragraph as well.
Some hints there though.
There is. We'll have tried to drop hints in.
It's not a Laurel and Hardy film.
It's not Laurel and Hardy
That's
film.
not the hint.
Question 5.
Judging by the movie's enduring popularity, the message that stupidity is redemption is clearly what a lot of Americans want to hear. So we've got ideas of America, someone being stupid.
Stupidity and redemption.
So and it's a very popular film. Judging by the movie's enduring popularity, the message that stupidity is redemption is clearly what a lot of Americans want to hear.
I don't think I got that from the film, but I just liked it.
I liked it.
I don't think I looked too deep into
It was rather
some films,
endearing,
though. Yeah.
but there's some like mad moments. Well, I guess that's the point. Right, moving on to 6.
Where around? Yeah.
Evidently, he is one of those genius types that Hollywood adores, capable of crafting an interstellar communicator out of toys and cutlery, but completely inept at basic social skills. And we've got elements of sci-fi
That is
here.
actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't agree with the review, but
No, but
it sort of
I
gives
mean,
you
you'll
enough
be like,
information.
oh, yeah. Evidently, he is one of those genius types that Hollywood adores, capable of crafting an interstellar communicator out of toys and cutlery, but completely inept at basic social skills.
I can't remember how many answers we did for this one.
There was a few. Number 7.
So, number 7.
I was not only surprised by the film's final twist, I wasn't even looking for one. I just thought I was watching a bad film. Now this one is rather vague. There's a few that come to mind, so go with your gut.
Yeah.
It came to your mind, but I would have thought of a different one. I was not only surprised by the film's final twist, I wasn't even looking for one. I just thought I was watching a bad movie.
Although another film I haven't watched for years.
I know. This film, do you know what? I get really scared really easily. This film traumatised me as well.
So, number 8.
Okay, so number 8. Not just any kind of trash. It's high art trash. A kind of when Tutu goes psycho that so prizes hysteria over sanity that it's worth your life to tell when its characters are hallucinating and when they're not. Bit of a wordy one, but fair amount of hints.
Yeah. It was so hard to find, like, just short parts of the review.
Short.
Yeah, relatively short. And also, like, give you enough hits to know.
And that didn't just, like, see the name.
It wasn't just like, this is a bad movie. It's like, well, you can't put that
no,
one in.
I know.
You gotta really dig for some of them.
So this is not just any kind of trash. It's high art trash. A kind of when Tutu goes psycho that so prizes hysteria over sanity that it's worth your life to tell when its characters are hallucinating and when they are not. The hallucination, art, it's trash.
So, number 9.
I think this is my favourite one. This movie inspires no fear in me, but loathing. Yes. Oh yes. Short but sweet.
I'm just waiting for Liam to chime in with the answer at some point for this one.
Oh, it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah. Yeah. I loathed that film.
I loathed it. And I was so... There's no fear but loathing. This movie inspires no fear in me, but loathing? Yes. Oh yes.
Stuck on you.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. See,
Hot
chimed
fuzz,
in.
yeah.
Yep. Ruined it. Turn the quiz off.
It's actually Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. There can't be a bad review for that film. It's good. So it was question 9. This is number 10.
So this is the final question of the quiz. One way to salvage some fun with this blunderbuss would be to fall asleep while watching and dream up a better movie yourself. Try it. You'll avoid a headache. I think there's some good hints there.
Also sprinkle of hints in that one.
One way to salvage some fun with this blunderbuss would be to fall asleep while watching and dream up a better movie yourself. Try it. You'll avoid a headache. How's your head, Richard?
I don't get it. Well, Liam's just been called out for using capitals there. Come on, Liam. Reminding you of the whole quiz. All lowercase.
At least it's spelled correctly.
So obviously when they click next to submit it, they'll get...
Your score straight away.
You'll get your scores, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, covered a lot of bases with the answers.
Well, the basis that we've covered is that it's spelled correctly.
We basically Googled the correct answers and just used them.
The only where there's variation would be like some may use a colon, some may
some may use the. So we've dropped on
so we've
some
dropped
of
and
the answers.
added. So we've tried to use those variations, but spelling is a
we've tried to do punctuation and we'll try to do a few variations with colons
there's not
and
many
hyphens and stuff.
There's not a lot of punctuation in the answers.
So shall we just quickly flick through round 6 again, just quick? Won't read them out, we'll just put them on the screen. I'll sure read them out. I'll give them one reader.
Go on.
I've had mosquito bites that were more passionate than this undead, unrequited and altogether unfun pseudo-romantic riff on Romeo and Juliet. Pseudo romantic riff. Pseudo.
Alright. Pseudo.
Yeah. That's question 1. Question 2. Full of repugnant junkies, so unpleasant that I was hoping they'd all OD just so I could escape this torture test. Question 3. I don't mean to be cynical, but isn't prison life supposed to be a little less nostalgic than this? Question 4. A chunk of elegant occultist claptrap. The devil, it seems, for all his supposed powers, can't break and enter without sounding like a Laurel and Hardy trying to move a piano. Question 5. Judging by the movie's enduring popularity, the message that stupidity is redemption is clearly what a lot of Americans want to hear. 6. Evidently he is one of those genius types that Hollywood adores, capable of crafting an interstellar communicator out of toys and cutlery, but completely inept at basic social skills. Question 7. I was not only surprised by the film's final twist, I wasn't even looking for one. I just thought I was watching a bad movie. Number 8. Not just any kind of trash, it's high art trash, a kind of when Tutu goes psycho that so prizes hysteria over sanity that it's worth your life to tell when its characters are hallucinating and when they're not. 9. The movie inspires no fear in me, but loathing yes, oh yes. 10. One way to salvage some fun with this blunderbuss would be to fall asleep while watching and dream up a better movie yourself. Try it, you'll avoid a headache. Okay, right, so hopefully everyone's submitted. Seven responses. Oh, you're still on there.
Well, that's fine.
Oh, it's some big scores, yeah, mind. Big scores.
And yet, no one got 60 out of 60.
But no one got 60 out of 60. So.
Which makes me feel better. Because Brew didn't make them too easy.
Yeah. Right, so shall I run through the answers?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just open the YouTube page. Hopefully, everyone was satisfied with how the questions went. So, on to question 1, round 1, sorry. Got them. Question 1, the answer was Mulan.
So which is the Disney princess who is not technically royalty. All other princesses are either born royal or marry a prince. But Mulan doesn't, because she just marries kind of like an officer in the army. Who has a visible tattoo? It is Pocahontas, who doesn't speak throughout the main character who doesn't speak throughout the entire film is Jumbo. The whale that swallowed Pinocchio and his father is Monstro. You've got Flora, Fauna and Merryweather. There are 7 daughters to King Triton. East High School is obviously the school where High School Musical is set. Incrediboy is Syndrome's superhero persona. Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis is Zurg, and of course it's 2319 for the code where there's a white sock incident in Monsters Inc.
Yep. So the round 2 answers, Jurassic Park, the kids with Alan Grant were Lex and Tim.
26 years was how long Alan...
26, yeah. Alan Parrish was stuck inside Jumanji for 26 years. The dolphin from Ace Ventura was called Snowflake. Hexus was voiced by Tim Curry. Michael Madsen was Jesse's stepdad in Free Willy. Mary was the third witch
in Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Kevin was the character from American Pie who took the fastball. Kirsten Dunst
was those 3 characters.
Was those 3? Yeah, 3 for 1 was Kirsten Dunst. Jennifer Lopez was the pop star
in Jack.
And Muppets from Space starred Dawson's Creek, the cast of Dawson's Creek.
Mm-hmm. Now, if anyone caught this, Rich did give you the answer to the first one.
I did call out the Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride. Then you've got The Wizard of Oz, The Book of Life, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it's all of its different hyphen and colon combinations.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of answers in there.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Spirited Away, Paddington, Jumanji, Coraline, and Trolls.
So the B movie round.
So the Disney character who illegally had honey was Winnie the Pooh. Larry King was the talk show host in, again, B movie. Spoons are often thrown at screenings of The Room. Peter Jackson directed Brain Dead and Dead Alive.
Yep.
Yeah. Graboids are the name of the man-eating worms in Tremors. Scarlett Johansson was in Eight-Legged Freaks. Yeah. Nice little tidbit
She pops up in every
She does
quiz.
pop up in every
I hate
quiz.
the name.
Slither is the first film that James Gunn directed. They Live is the quote where I've come here to chew bubble gum and kick ass and want bubble gum. 65 times. That's how many times that Danny Trejo's died. And there are 6 films in the Sharknado franchise.
So the video game round, Rampage was the arcade game, and the movie which The Rock starred in. Mark Wahlberg played Max Payne. Resident Evil was the 2002 film Mila Jovovich starred in. Angelina Jolie played Lara Croft in the 2001 Tomb Raider. Bob Hoskins played Mario, opposite John Leguizamo. We put They Live and it's marked wrong.
I know, because the answer was Peter Jackson.
For what though? We'll have a look back through them, it's fine. 6 was Peter Dinklage, who lent his voice for the Giant Eagle. 7 was Dwayne Johnson, who played the lead character in Doom. I know this might be an argument for Carl Urban, but Dwayne Johnson is top billed. 8 was Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. 9 was Kit Harington.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't accept Jon Snow.
Yeah, Jon Snow is... I know that's one of his kids, but is he really a kid? 10,
well, no, it is Kit Harington.
Yeah. 10 was Marion Cotillard.
I can't say that name.
10, if you look online, it's actually Zerg, so I've done Zerg. See, we've just took the answers from Google, so that's where they're coming from. Round 6, the 1-star reviews.
Yep, so first one was Twilight, then Trainspotting, Shawshank Redemption, The Exorcist, Forrest Gump, E.T., The Sixth Sense, Black Swan, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and finally Inception.
Right, so I'll post the scores on the Snooty Ushers Facebook page, and it'll be top 3 once I've looked through the spreadsheet. Okay, Ted. Well, I'll post the scores on the Snooty Ushers Facebook page. If you check there, there'll be top 3 with a congratulations, and yep, you'll get that. Anyway, it's all for fun, you know. We spent a bit of time preparing the questions and stuff, and you know, this is all for your time in lockdown, basically, isn't it? Keep you busy, keep you occupied. So I hope it wasn't too tough, but I also hope it wasn't too easy. It's
hard, I think, because it's like getting the right balance, because it's different people's taste. Like, I haven't got a clue with like westerns and classics and horrors, to be fair, but
it's finding the balance.
There's so many different genres out there and tastes and whatnot.
Yeah.
But next week it'll be back to
me and James, I think.
Directors.
Do a boffin quiz.
More kind of.
Yeah. So thanks for
famous films.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us. I'll be back next week, and
I won't.
You might see Anna again sometime.
Maybe.
Who knows?
It was a lot of effort.
It was.
And I'm not lying.
So
it was a lot.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.